let us extend the introduction a little bit more so that sisters are motivated to do this course with a lot more passion. And if you know the benefits of doing something, inshallah ta'ala, you will be able to do it in a better manner, and it will be very beneficial for you. So I'll begin with explaining the different types of scripts in Arabic. The first one is the Naskh script. Now this is the script which we will be learning inshallah ta'ala. This script is the one which is used in the Usmani Mus'haf or the Madini Mus'haf, which is globally available. And this script back then was a standard script when the Quran was being copied. So everyone knew the script very well, hence the script was used. Like I gave the example today of how our newspapers, be it from any company, it will be the same. The script, I think they use Times News Roman, so that will be the same in all the newspapers. Why? Because majority of the population are comfortable reading in that particular script, hence the script was used, the first one. Coming to the second one is the Sulut script. It begins with a sa. This is the script which I have learnt. Okay, and this script can be found on mosques, in artworks which people like to put in their homes, and also in the beginning of the surah name. The surah name is written in the Sulut script in the Usmani Musaf I'm talking about. So now that I'm doing the writing which I am doing, which you can see in the class, I have pre-existing knowledge of the Sulut script and I'm trying to copy the Naskh script. So what I'm doing is basically a mix of Naskh and Sulut. I do not want this for you sisters. I want you all to learn one script properly. So the importance will be given to Naskh. I have enrolled myself in a professional Arabic course for Naskh, and inshallah ta'ala I'll be learning that and teaching you all simultaneously. Now the third one is a Nastaliq. Nastaliq and Naskh is mixed together in our Indian mushafs. This I've been given this knowledge by a very expert calligrapher, and that's what I used to wonder, that why is the Indian mushaf different and why is the global mushaf different. So this is the reason. So if you can observe, the Nastaliq script is, I think, very similar to how Urdu is written, or maybe how Persian is written. So maybe that was the reason that when it came to India and the Indians tried to copy it, they ended up doing a mix of Nastaliq and the Naskh. Like how right now I'm doing a mix of Sulut and the Naskh script. But when you're learning, please learn one script properly. And the fourth and fifth are Diwani and Kufi. This is just for your knowledge that it's an ornamental Arabic script. Going on to how can you achieve this goal? So first is, I want consistent efforts. I do not want an enthusiasm which will last for only a couple of days or a couple of weeks and then I don't hear from any of you sisters. I don't want that. That tends to happen, right? We get excited about something and we just start off, and then something or the other comes up and we're not able to keep up at it and we give up. I have myself been there. That's why I can relate to this phenomena that we have. We procrastinate. What I want is, take small baby steps. Devote a very minimal time to it every single day. If you cannot, devote more time for fewer days. I'll just explain that in the next slide. But what I want is consistency. Please remember that. Second is patience. A lot of sisters again will say, this is not my cup of tea, I do not have time for this is too much in depth, I don't want this. So I'm fine writing the way I'm writing. When you start out something, it needs patience. You need to give yourself some time and you need to keep making efforts. You need to keep making mistakes. And that's all. But the result is going to be beautiful, inshallah. And now, the most important point, which I feel, if we look at things in a spiritual manner, it just tends to make a lot more sense, I believe. So love for the Arabic language. When you realize that it is the word of Allah, in which the Quran was written, the Arabic language, and the language which our beloved Prophet ﷺ spoke, and the language of Jannah, you need to realize that it's not something ordinary that you're learning. It is something so special, something so sacred. So when you're getting a chance to learn, and see, reading it and reciting it is different, but when you write it, it becomes a part of your conscious brain. It just gets embedded in your system in a very, very, you can say, it just comes to you with so much depth. I really can't express it, because unless you learn it, you will not understand. So please just try to inculcate an interest in yourself for this language. Now, the next part, how can you achieve the consistency I was talking about? Either you take it 15 minutes per day after you're done with your Fajr Salah, after you're done with reciting the Quran. Just time yourself, set a timer for 15 minutes and just practice. When you're seeing my video, just start, side by side, just start your work. You can do this either 15 minutes per day, or if you do not have time, I understand, do it 30 minutes for 3 days. Effort should be equal. That's why I'm increasing the time for 3 days. Even if you can do it once a week, but do it for an hour. Okay, depends on you. That's why I've kept the third option as any other option. Even if you're going to do it 5 minutes per day, it's fine. 5 minutes twice a day, it's fine. It's completely up to you. Choose what you like, but please create a discipline for yourself. That is the secret to learning anything in the world. Now, the last part, this is my favorite. Arabic calligraphy is therapeutic, meaning it is healing. The Quran was sent as a healing for us humanity. Listening to the Quranic verses, it is healing. So is writing it. I'll just explain. I'll be taking a little more time and explaining this in depth, inshallah ta'ala. I think I should do this in the next video, so that it's easy for me to share these videos via WhatsApp.